All right, started recording. So real quick, for excuse me, for anyone who was here last time and anyone who's watching on YouTube, um, we cut off. Well, especially for the people on YouTube, what we cut off kind of abruptly at the end of the last part. That's because I spent about an hour at the end of last stream just kind of goofing around with the shipbuilding and whatnot, and really didn't really get anywhere. I ended up just scrapping everything and kind of called it a day. I mean, I had been streaming for 12 hours at that point. Um, but yeah, later I went ahead and finally actually made a cool ass ship. I spent a lot of time just learning how the shipbuilder worked, and ultimately I just kind of used the regular ship that we had as a base. One thing I realized, it costs a lot of money to make your ship any kind of custom. So it doesn't look super different in terms of form factor compared to, the default ship, but you know what? I think it's a really good start. It's at least something unique, which is what I wanted. But anyways, let's see if I remember how to. Well, I just quick saved. That's third person. How do I not? Oh, that's right. You have this little map, skills, inventory, missions. There is it. Oh boy, we have a lot of missions. Here comes Miss Kitty. I tried to spend time with this morning and wasn't having any of it. I guess, what do we want to do right now? Because we have so many things. Who are these people that we need to speak with? Let us speak with them, maybe. You know what? We do have a few things that we can do on Mars, don't we? Why don't we do that? We'll go to Mars. Do I have a clean inventory? Relatively. Relatively clean. But yeah, if I remember from last time, I think we did pretty much all we really wanted to do on this planet so far.
Liftoff looks good.
It looks like such a chunk. The one thing I'm not really caring for the shipbuilder, a few hours that I spent with it, is lacks player agency. Everything is so strict in how you can build it. Yeah, you don't really have a lot of freedom to move parts around, necessarily. You still kind of do, but wish it was a little bit more. Yeah. Mostly in terms of, like, rotating parts and whatnot. Let me fix my chair real quick. Nope. Nice and straight. How many people remember being taught the home position? How many people actually use it? I'm talking to this person, Layla, I guess. Somebody else around here named Trevor, and I think we got a couple more missions here on Mars. So I guess we're just gonna spend some time on Mars. Welcome to Cydonia. Stepping stone to the star.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Hello.
Ain't you brave, coming to see a bona fide tracker? Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on the mission boards.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Sure. And if I'm already a bounty hunter, I need to join your little club?
Did someone tell you that, darling? If so, it's complete hogwash. Nah, the Trackers Alliance is more of a loose collection of bounty hunters that all agree not to step on each other's toes. So, as long as you're willing to not work against the other trackers when you take jobs from us,
No
you're
promises.
golden.
Alright, sure. What is the Trackers Alliance?
Oh, darling. We're the baddest bounty hunters in the settled systems.
Oh,
People
really?
pay us to find criminals, scum, and other lowlives when they don't want to or can't track them down themselves.
Okay. Well, sure.
Good. Here's the short of it. I'm only stationed here because I made a mistake. Killed the wrong bounty, and the right one got away.
Well, that's not
It's bugged
good.
me ever since. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you.
All right, I'm in.
All right, so you're gonna want to take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launchpad tower where it's nice and unobstructed. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, or else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low. It'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good.
Okie dokie. Cool. Well, we're gonna be a bounty hunter now. Well, we already kind of are, I guess. At least that's our character's backstory. That in a little bit, though. Explore around. Whole new place. I don't remember the lyrics to that song.
There are many stories and films about demons also.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been dying to get back to this game, man. So much. I haven't really been playing much at all. Hi. Sorry to wake you.
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Oh, I'm not on the job. I'm just checking things out around here.
Well, that's a little weird. But as long as Trevor's okay with it, I can't say that I mind. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars.
Okay. Now, what's the heart of Mars?
Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you?
That's
Word
what I
is There's
said.
a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen.
Oh, really?
It's worth quite a lot of credits. But some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate.
Okay.
Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I'm the one who's not going to meet that grisly fate.
Could be the first to succeed, though.
Just avoid
You know,
bears.
If you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
All right. Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
That's the spirit. You sure didn't seem like the type to be scared off by tales of cursed rocks. I'll give you the coordinates for the cave. Good luck out
Beside,
there.
could this
And
be
be careful.
moved over just a wee bit? A little more center. There we go. Got any good mining tips?
Very funny. Who sent you to ask?
Oh,
Was it Rivka?
no.
No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He
No?
always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag.
No one sent me. I was just asking.
Oh, you're a miner too. Funny, I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you.
Oh,
I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it.
all right, fine.
Leave
Bye.
already.
Is hot? very pleasant to talk to. Now, she mentioned a Trevor person, and Trevor is this other person that I'm going to talk to.
Things can get pretty glum around here. If you ever need a little joy, go talk to that Renee kid. She's always trying to make people happy.
Oh, well, I guess now we're talking to Renee. Let's go talk to Trevor first. Whoa! Gravity. Forgot about that. Hi.
You know, I believe we've got the best mining team ever assembled here.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
I used to do mining work for Argos. I was hoping you'd have work, but it doesn't sound like it.
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job.
Huh.
Off the books.
No shot. So, watching along, well, do me a favor. Go ahead and look up a picture real quick of an old actor named Trevor Goddard. This guy, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be a nod to him. As soon as I saw the look and the fact that he's got this kind of weird Southern Australian accent. Because he always acted in that accent for some reason. He's got the hair and the face hair. Like, you can't tell me that's not supposed to be based off him. Especially considering name's Trevor.
Oh, that silence is... yeah.
Yeah. Well, depends on what it is. Let's see what you got.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
So, if for those who don't know, that's... I imagine a lot of people here have, but, yeah, sure, tell me the plan.
Okay.
But,
glad you're
if you've ever seen the old Mortal Kombat films
from
from,
the
what
outside to
was it,
bolster our
the
yields
80s?
so we can prove that we can exceed our quota.
He's the guy who
Fill
plays
you in on the
Kano.
rest of the details after you've hauled up some more. One standard quota should do. I need
Never
to know
actually
I can
seen
trust
any of
you
his
to
other
do this
movies,
stuff
but
first.
I know that was kind of like his whole thing, was for some reason acting in that accent.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Right. So, this is an incredible quarry. Alright, let's gather some iron.
This unit is not designed for pleasant conversation.
It's not?
Only a qualified supervisor may change my directives.
Oh. It has a quest marker for me. Completely missed there. Yeah. Deposit 10 things of iron. Wait, do I actually have to, like, drop it, or... Oh, I activate. Okay. Hi.
Okay. I can
Dropped
see.
off the ore.
Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our director of mining operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant.
Aren't they
I think
always?
I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval.
Alright. Sure.
Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in Orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to...
I'm probably not going to be back for a little while then. In the meantime, who's this Renee person? We're going to have so many quests. We'll whittle them down one by one, but... Wait, wasn't I using that other gun? Here, around the room. Oh yeah, I never really got to try this gun out. As soon as we get the chance to shoot somebody. Boop. Oh, hello.
You look like you need a hug. I like hugs, but not from strangers. Hi, I'm
Why
Renee,
did you offer?
and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
Sure?
See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Are there a lot of kids your age to play with around here?
Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working.
Ah. Do you like living in Sidonia?
It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye!
Wait, why is there...
Mars is...
There's
I like
much
to play
kids to
with
do
Taye
around here?
sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me?
Oh, there
I
it
just
is.
drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me?
What's a space frog?
It's Space Frog from outer space. And he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great.
Okay.
You will? Thank you. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them.
Where is this? I wish to see space frog draw. Oh. Okay. Space frog.
Oh yeah, I agree.
My parents all thought it was too dangerous.
Knock knock.
I really feel like I missed out.
This is spacious. Oh, and there's no gap in the door. Oh, toilets in the future are awesome. Sweet. Oh, there's a little gap. Yeah. Nice. How do we get up there?
Found a clutch of heat leeches, reading, and they
Wait, forgot about
the
this.
other day. Not gonna be able to get that image out of my head.
I guess, but Cherry is my job.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so we do go this way.
friendship.
Whee!
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person.
Whole new place to learn how to navigate. This is gonna be great. That dude's got some wild hair. That and that
My
shirt.
buddy Mitch keeps asking me if I can help.
Wait, I thought I... Oh, crap. I wanted to post the space frogs. No! Didn't realize I didn't have the right quest marked. Crap, gotta turn around. Post up the space frogs. Or we could do them when we come back. We'll just do that. We're already out here. Red Tape Blues, apply for the assistant director job. Heart of Mars, find the Heart of Mars. Gotta place a sensor. Is that gonna be back down there? Nope. Alright, so we'll do a couple things while we're out here. And while we're going back down, we'll place pictures of space frogs. Alright. Where's this? Way over there. Do I walk there? What's that noise? Affliction? What? Lung damage? Excuse me? What did I do? Status menu. Where is that? Where's the status? Oh, there it is. Why? From affliction, take the corresponding remedy to cure it. O2 damage. Did my helmet not protect me or something? Okay. I need something of aid. This is lung damage. Okay, plenty of soda. Burn. There we go. Lung damage. Alright. I go this way. Not discovered this location yet. Find the Heart of Mars is that way. Oh, so we gotta walk, I guess? Oh, never mind. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna jump on my ship real quick until I can figure out what the hell is going on here. So, how do I know what the heck the whole thing? I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly I'm looking for here. Or why the air on Mars is spicy. Say anything in here? Oh, be nice if it did. Thin CO2. Flora, fauna, water safe. Huh. So it doesn't actually tell me. Poor quality air. Oh, sandstorm. Oh, so maybe that's why. Oh, wait, there's the cockpit. In that case. So I wonder if we can go ahead. Let's just sleep for a few hours. See if we can let this sandstorm blow over. And then it'll be nice enough to walk around. At least I hope that's how that. Ah. Nope. So am I just not gonna be able to walk around outside?
Hope nothing bad happens.
Does it not say at all? Oh, there we go. Oh, hazardous weather. Poor air quality. So that is it. Suit protection engaged.
Today.
So can I perhaps get a better spacesuit to deal with the weather? I wonder. I will see if I can find a shop that can do that. Find me a better suit, I mean. Ahem. Guess we'll do that, and then in the meantime, we'll place these space frog drawings around.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
Look, don't.
You should meet my cousin. She'd be perfect for you.
I got
I love these.
Use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, trying to keep them
That
closed.
one might be my favorite.
Filing.
See what the rest of them are. Maybe they'll be that much more ridiculous. Bonk. These are all just gonna be doors. Yeah, they're all residential. One thing I wish this game had that I feel like it's really lacking, though, is a local map. I could just open a map, have me point, hey, here's the shops. That'd be great.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you, too. Why is everyone in this?
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your lunch.
Oh, wait, that's back that way. Go up this way. Oh, nope, that's back to the toilet. Did that again.
It's like you're playing the menu's greatest hits. 20 years ago, I moved to
These are kind of great. I'm now going to start drawing space frogs myself. I get the size of the paper that he's got too, though. That's what's got me. Those are huge. I figured, oh, they're gonna be like put on the fridge size. No, kid's got like poster board. Let's get over there.
Take your time and ask me if you need anything.
This is a shop. Alright, well, who are you?
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you.
Alright.
Cool.
Quick trade. What do you got? Probably not a lot. Probably won't worry about anything. Too much about what. Oh, arc wielder. What is that? Lawgiver? Interesting weapon. Very reminiscent of oh, what's it called? Yeah, what the gun is. Ooh. Laser sight and precision tuning. Old Earth hunting rifle, a VSS. That's awesome. USS or UC Naval Cutlass. That is amazing. I need ammunition. Oh, the symbol that was popping up. Airborne. We would need a suit that are against airborne. So what do I have right now?
Come back anytime.
All right, we figured it out. Okay, so I can just wear this one. Oh, because my suit is currently... Okay. Yep. Oh, I thought they were going to have me put a poster in the elevator. That's where I'd probably put it. Good enough. Oh, he didn't even color the frog that time. Boop. Alright, one last froggy. How... Yeah, you're gonna need to show me how to get there. Excuse me. Important business. Got frogs to place. I'm back. Whee! Ow. Excuse me. Are those just gonna be... They're just gonna be there now, aren't they? Better not find out that somebody's torn down the space frog. They're gonna get...
I may be older, but I still got plenty of energy.
Guarantee his day is way better.
I just know people are
Hi.
going to love those new drawings of Space Frog.
I finished posting all the drawings around.
Hi. Thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good.
Sure.
I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but...
Now build space frog posters at your outposts. I'm going to be putting space frog everywhere. As soon as we start, you know, building outposts. So I will say I did start a second character. I'm not going to do anything that I haven't done in our main playthrough. The character is basically just kind of a time killer. I'm doing gravity.
Keep a lookout.
Basically a lot of exploring with her, and that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot. Doing missions that I've already done. I don't want to do anything I haven't done in order to, like, you know, I don't want to spoil myself at all. Oh yeah, I did also go back and edit my character a little bit, because to be honest, I did go ahead and I did kind of rush the character creator when we first jumped in. It didn't look quite how I wanted. So I give him a little bit of a tune-up, a little bit of a tweak. That one quest we did with the face sculptor on in New Atlantis 2, I'm still getting poor air quality. Really? So what the heck am I supposed to do about this? I've got 30 airborne here, 20, so 50, 60, 70, 80. So how much do I need in order to bypass them? Alright, so let me see here. What's the job? I don't want to do that yet. A 1,000 meters away. I'm noticing we are out here longer. Beeping isn't getting necessarily, like, rapid at all either. Yes. We'll just kind of run. You know what? I am curious of something, though. What actually happens if you take off your space helmet? I mean, I imagine you die, but... Ah. Smell that Mars air. You must wear a helmet in this environment. Oh. Back on. I'm just curious if there's gonna be any kind of effect or... Nope. Just a warning. Hey, put your helmet on, stupid. Are you? Woo! Can't wait till we can upgrade our boost pack and whatnot. That's one thing I was kind of looking at a little bit more with the my other character was looking a little bit into the crafting. Crafting seems neat, but it definitely requires a bit of materials. Ooh. Hi, what are you? Beeping's picked up in pace just a little bit, so we can't dilly-dally too long. More ore over here. Question is, are we gonna be able to get there? Time. Extreme solar radiation. Oh, good. Oh. This. Aquios imitate. I don't know what that is. Imitate? Oh, it's not beeping anymore. Interesting. NASA. Huh. I wonder if this is like an old NASA launch pad or something, or unless NASA's still around. Come on. Wait, so does she expect me to climb? Oh boy. Ooh, here we go. I guess we are, because she did mention something about needing a booster. I figured maybe we'd go inside somewhere and... Oh boy. How are we doing this? Okay. This isn't too bad. Oh god. Go this way. Yeah. How about this way? Come on. Ah. Oh crap. Yeah. Kind of wait for it to... Maybe not. How about this platform? Oh, this might be a little easier. A little bit. There we go. On our box. Trying to make sure we don't fall down. Lose all of our progress. We're almost there. This is the... Oh, yeah, thrusters. Guessing I'm going to need to jump over the thing. There's no way I'm making that jump from just that one level. I feel like I did that wrong. I feel like I was supposed to climb just this tower in general. Loot. But I got a little something. Boop. Well, that was fun. Look at that view. That over there. Well, we're not getting the beepity beep, so maybe we'll walk around a little bit. That's just a big ass crater. Alright, let's go. Go explore Mars a little bit. We'll go explore. Do we want to go there first? Check out the crate. Oh god. My lung has been damaged. It's not beeping anymore though, so I didn't think that it was anything bad. What's that crater? Big streak in the ground? I don't know, maybe not a crater? There's a little bobble over there too. We'll get up there. I want to see the giant hole in the ground. Now I'm curious what this little doodad is. Oh, yep, no, that is definitely a crater. Wham. Look at that. A giant hole in the ground. Ow. Coughing hurts. I would take my medicine. Cure that. I'm gonna wait till I get out of this environment. Huh. I'm surprised there's not like any minerals or anything. I mean, you got lead there, but oh shit. Pasco made me jump just a little bit. Might be a cool spot to build an outpost. Alright, restrictive, but it would look kind of cool. Right. Explore this up here. What's this? Oh, that's like an extracting thing that you'd see in a normal outpost. Left their trash out here. Who's littering on Mars? How dare they? They can't do that. Alright. What is this all about? Abandoned bionics lab. What I hear, that is free loot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. High-speed cup carrier. Oh, high-speed data cable. Yep, I would. Yeah, I knew that didn't make sense. I can read. Oop. Stuff is there really gonna be? I imagine all the good stuff's gonna be inside. And close this. And oh god, hi. Level 2? Oh, I'm way above your level, man. 700 credits. What are you doing? These chairs are interesting shapes. I kind of like this gun. Let's see if I like it more than this one. I haven't really played with this one, but I'm going to assume that I like it. I forgot.
Failure.
This is 4 shots, 2 barrels. Man, I got coffee galore around here. Yeah, I'm not sure which handgun I like. Because this one's like a revolver. It's got a lot of shots in it. Very fast. But then this one, I guess the numbers are there. Rattler does 11 damage, but it has a higher fire rate. Oh, that one has a lower damage, or has a much higher damage, slower fire rate. More rounds, but I can upgrade that eventually. Accuracy is kind of whatever. That one's also heavier than that one. 27 caliber, 43 ultra mag. So twice the fire rate. That's still not gonna touch this Urban Eagle. So I think I'm gonna take this. Although I guess realistically, right now, if we're dealing with baddies, probably gonna use an actual gun. Although we are CQC. What you got in here? I put the I in team.
Your insistence on carrying so many things is reducing our travel speed.
You know, when I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. Super rude. Alright. Not finding anything super interesting or important around here. Whole lot of nothing. Maybe everything to like read to see what was going on around here. Interesting picture. I could see that being something Display made. Damn. I thought that was credits. Well, I guess that's kind of it here. Alright. I guess let's go. Hi. I forgot I'm over encumbered, so I'm gonna need you. Thank you. If you badmouth me for taking everything, now you're helpful. Here you go. Oh, that's my cutter. I need that. Complete.
Travel safely.
No, you. Oh, good. It actually went right back to where it was. Oops, wrong button. Here we go. Alright, I'm actually going to travel back to my ship because we still have that other location that we've got to go to before we jump back into Sidonia. Alright. Heart of Mars. Go find it. Heck, not bad. Oh, hi.
Hey.
Why are you sitting on the stuff, yo? You got a chair right there. Ooh. Who does she think she is? Alright. Oh. I'm actually supposed to be on my ship to go find the Heart of Mars, apparently. Never mind. What? Why was it pointing me... What? Why was it pointing me back to my ship, then? Ah, that's why. Kind of a weird way it was trying to point me.
Good to go for landing.
South pole of Mars, too. Excuse me.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help by getting out of my way. Thanks. Jerk. Hi. Wow, there's nothing around here. How far away is this? 400 meters? 6 hour long. What's that? Ah. Abandoned outpost of some kind, I guess. Yeah, at some point we'll definitely have to explore around on planets and whatnot. When you go to land, I realize that's kind of the real RNG part of this game, is when you go land on a planet, how you have a bunch of little kind of landmarks to go explore. One of them can possibly be like an outpost that was abandoned that is just chock full of raiders. Or pirates, I guess. Honestly, they take a while. You're gonna be there a good maybe 15, 20 minutes. It's just nothing but combat, navigating the area, and collecting a ton of loot. They are a lot of fun to do. That's what I've mainly been doing on my other characters, just exploring. And getting those dungeons, I guess. Oh, who's that? We'll come back to this cave. I'm gonna go say hi. I'm gonna go make some new friends. Whether they're good or bad, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. I assume after I discovered that cave, I could fast travel back to it too. So, let's see. I wonder if I can actually see anything from here. Yeet. Yeet. I kind of just enjoy climbing things. Imagine if we had like an actual sniper rifle at this point. Seems like it's just there. In the middle of nowhere. Looks like there's actually anything there. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Maybe there's something over like a hill, something. I swear, every Tuesday, they have to mow the lawn. I just hope they don't come over here. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Water. Just find a rock and got water. Not what I expected. Oh no, there is something. Oh, it's a ship landing site. That's all it's marked as. I don't know what that chem element is, but okay. Alright, now I'm going to assume that we're about to deal with pirates. Although maybe it's not. Who knows? As I said, maybe they could be friendly. What's this? Lead. I like how it pulls out and puts your laser back. After. For when you activate that. Should we just start shooting, or should we see if they're friendly first? They don't look friendly. Oh no, there's pirate.
I am picking up base signs of enemy damage registered. Captain, the enemy is here.
Only the two of them? Did I say sniper? Hey, I'm on a... Is that what happens every time? They land, I come down, they kill them, they realize, oh no, they're all dead. And then they fly away. Alright, hold on.
Captain, do you require... Am I currently in possession?
Alright. Yeah, sorry. He's right under the damn window. I'll have you carry these as well, why not? Oh man, I'm actually gonna need you to carry a lot of stuff. I'll have you carry all my extra space suits. That actually helped a lot.
Goodbye, for now.
I mean goodbye, you're coming with me. So, unfortunately, there was nothing really interesting there. Let's head into this cave and find the heart of Mars! Alright. Oh, excuse you. Asco's pushing me around. Alright. Sounds like he's gone now. Or not. Oh, never mind. No, he's going away. Good. Anyways. I don't know why we can't mine this. Or even those rocks. I don't know. Weird. Well, we got what we needed, I guess. Suppose we'll go ahead. Hear our way out. Whoop. Excuse me. Can you calm down? Sheesh. Surprised they needed to load a whole new area just for a little cave. Right. So can I actually... Do I actually need to go back to my ship, or can I just go like this? So I can. After all this time, I do not understand why you can't fast travel while falling or jumping. So strange and annoying. I mean, I guess they don't want people, like, fast traveling while you're falling off a bridge or something. That want you to accept your demise. But I feel like you should be able to... The game should be advanced enough to detect if you're actually falling or if you just hit the jump button. I don't know. One of those small pet peeves that I've always had with Bethesda games. Alright. Oh, I still never went up to the, applied for the one job. Oh, well. What is that thing? Base on Mars. History of Sidonia. Touch here. On July 25th, 1976, the Viking 1 orbiter spacecraft took its first photos of the Sidonia region of Mars. One of them was an image of what appeared to be a humanoid face on the surface. The image inspired the imaginations of millions, cementing humanity's passion for space exploring and once again begging the question, are we alone out there? Later photography would reveal that the space was no more than a mountain, shadows, and perhaps humanity's greatest case of pareidolia. A tendency to perceive specific, meaningful imagery and otherwise ambiguous or... Yeah, I know what pareidolia is. Okay. Rah. Hi. Get it?
It's taken me
On the heart of Mars.
What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Okay. What did I actually collect? Imagine it's gonna be under resources? No. I'm gonna need to sort that one by... Oh no, here it is. 28,000 credits. Whoa. Or we might just plunk that on our ship and it'll be our cool base rock. Oh, fine, I'll take the stairs. I knew that sounded kind of weird, though. Heart of Mars. Definitely seemed like kind of a fairy tale. But I didn't really quite know what to expect, so.
Trackers, you're doing me a
Hi!
favor.
I placed the tracker.
Good.
Or the
I'm
sensor.
already getting readings from it. Nothing yet, but when he shows, we'll get him. Here's your pay. Think of it as your cut of the bounty for your assistance.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah, we're not going out there yet. What should we do? See Vigilance? Oh, that's right, because I joined Vigilance. Guess what? Percival at the Trade Authority. Alright, well, we're here, so I can do that one. Whee! Bonk. Bonk. Oh, hi. Oh, no, never mind. Not you. Somebody else? Who's in here? You!
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Nah. Need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
Well,
a shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue.
Discipline.
I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
Alright. I can try and track him down for you.
That won't be necessary.
Oh.
The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone's...
Wow.
But we would like the money he owes us. If you can...
I'm not your bill collector. I just need to know where to find him.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your... Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city.
Alright. Wow. What a jerk. Seriously, that's been just about everybody so far. There are a few people who are just weird, and then I think the one bounty hunter lady is the most normal person we've met so far, but otherwise, everyone else has been kind of a dick. I don't get it.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Case in point. Easy now, I'm Vanguard. Who you might know where Percival Walker is.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants?
Yeah, I should punch you right in your nose. Big, fat, stupid nose.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Vanguard business. I need to look into something.
Uniform certainly looks real enough.
Oh.
Well then, Captain. I expect you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard.
This guy's definitely voiced in other Bethesda
like
games.
knowing,
He sounds familiar. I can't pick
what
quite
Supra
exactly
et
who.
Ultra means. You remember your Vanguard motto, hmm?
Super et Ultra? Oh.
I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam?
I did well enough to pass.
Yeah, sure you did. Sorry, can't help you.
Wow. Rude.
Stop. Even if I did know where he was, maybe there is something you can do.
Well, I'm sorry. I haven't played the game in like
Percival's
2
got
weeks.
this
I don't remember
debt
exactly.
put on him by the Trade Authority. You make that go away, prove you're a friend of him and the rest of us devils, and... well...
Right? Fine. I can get rid of the debt.
That's good to hear. Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him.
Yeah,
Of
not
course,
really.
Rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections
So
files
we're gonna do a
on
little
a central server inside their
manipulating
store.
of books.
If someone was to break
Yep.
in there... Now, what...
Sure.
Hey, you. Maybe a bounty hunter? Come here.
Hi.
Heard you talking with Lou. So you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some...
Okay.
At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Okay, well, that sounds pleasantly easy.
Yeah, it does. It would be. There's just one issue. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. So,
okay.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority.
Okay.
Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated space.
All right. An awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in yours. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk...
All right. Cool.
This is a courtesy reminder that despite the low gravity on Mars, a fall into Sidonia's lower level.
That'd be cool. I think one thing I should do... I don't have Vasco with me. Why isn't Vasco with me? I wanted to sell some stuff, but... not here. I could always go back to my ship. That would be easy just to change the thing or pay credits, but... I think taking out spacers a little bit more my speed. Oh, you know what? In that case, maybe it would be better. We'll go ahead, we'll come back and sell stuff after we go, you know, clear out the facility and get a whole bunch more. Alley-oop. How far is this? 1,000 meters. A lot of walking. I think that's one thing that they absolutely should have done to some extent is, you know, created land vehicles. Either some kind of motorcycle or ATV or proper Land Rover. Just something to help us get around. Having to run? That just feels, I don't know, unnecessary. A long walk. Like, it doesn't take too long, but at the same time, it's like, I guess the main problem is, say, something like Fallout. I never mind running around, but that's also only because there's actually stuff to do in Fallout. You're walking around a wasteland, there's always some door to poke your head in, there's always somebody around the corner who might kill you, or you might step on a landmine. There is nothing out here. You find the occasional ore, mine. I think that is probably my biggest criticism of this game so far. Yeah, definitely not fantastic. I mean, the game overall is great, but it's like, if this is my one real gripe, then the game's doing pretty well. But, yeah. It definitely does get a little exhausting, though. It's different when you're on other planets, and the whole point is to kind of explore around. I don't know. When I'm just looking to get to another location, I'd rather not dilly-dally. Wow, I'm not hitting that guy at all. Alright, let's get up close and personal. Accuracy on this gun sucks. Blech. Oh, hey, we picked up a lawgiver. Hi, I didn't see you. What's that other thing I picked up? Hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought I picked up some kind of paper or something readable. I did not.
Time to die.
You're right, it is. How did you know? Very perceptive. Or is he clairvoyant? Something along those lines. Clairvoyantly perceptive. Perceptively clairvoyant. Or maybe he was granting a wish upon me. I'd like to die! Somebody was just shooting at me. Take what? What are you giving me? Can I have it? Oh wow, look at this. Holy hell. Oh, that's a silly spot to sit. Can't see if you tried opening your eyes. Alright, this guy up top is... Oh, I don't have any grenades. Always just kind of assume that I have one. Ah! Alright, let's say hi to you first, I guess. Hi. Oh god. Whack. Oh god. I am very hurt. Hi. I think I need a new rifle. I feel like it's not doing too much necessarily. Doing very little damage at a distance when I even do hit them. I'll definitely have to try out the lawgiver, though. Thing seems interesting. Where did this body go? There you are. We're just gonna have to watch my O2 levels because I'm very much over encumbered. Because of course I don't think we're never not gonna be over encumbered. It's gonna be very, very rare. The only time I'm gonna be not over encumbered is when I leave the store. Wow. Holy hell. Maybe I gotta be using this instead of a rifle. This thing hurts. Yeah, I'm like two-shotting people. This is great. I gotta be using this more. Damn. I didn't think a handgun would do so much damage. A little cramped for lockers, I think. Oh, reload. What was that, credits? Thanks. Thank. Oh, just bathrooms. Listening to they're so sure of themselves, always. You think that hurt? Ah! Yeah, I think it hurt. Else you wouldn't be screaming and crying like a little girl. In here. Oh, never mind. Round. Just going back. Yeah. Yep. Grab a shotgun again. Yeah. Actually, go ahead, we'll try that out. Extended mag coachman. Handler UC cutlass. Let's see what this does. Space Garand? Is that what that's supposed to be, I guess? I don't know. Very interesting weapon, that's for sure. Might play around with it a little bit. Ooh, actually. Wait, can I not mine this? Do I not have a strong enough mining laser? There we go. Oh, that one was water. There we go. Just takes a second. Oh wow, hold on, this stuff is everywhere. I'll be with you in a second, spacers. This one doesn't want to come with me. Hey. I'm mining here. Peekaboo. Oh.
Big mistake.
What is?
I won't
You?
die. Ow!
Yeah, smack that ass.
Ow! Ah!
Oh. Oh boy. Anywho. Hi. Wasn't there one more botting around here? Maybe not. Wow, that was just really bad overall. I'm gonna what? Oh boy. Classic Bethesda death poses. Love it. Just a super big elevator. That takes me back to the surface. What's this? Boop.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh?
I did.
Good.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna open this refrigerator. It's locked up tight. Okay, this actually is... Alright, give me 1 second here, my guy. Alright, I don't think this one's gonna work for the top. I don't think this one works for the bottom either. What? Why is this a thing? That works. Hmm. Yeah, that other one, like, useless. It doesn't work at all. There we go. What's in the freezer?
You're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the
Trauma pack,
Grab
bread
a laser
stick,
cutter and head
and an
back
onion.
to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Task code to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Ares 2330. That's what he said, right?
Password accepted.
Oh, never mind. I didn't have to actually enter it. Well, that was a fun noise. Oh, what do we got here? Oh. You know what? That's not... Why did I do that? Oh, I have to pick 5 locks before I can... Rude. Are there 2 more locks around here? Maybe we'll have to come back here later.
All set?
Could be worth it, I don't know.
You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the Thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Why would they not have me go to the elevator? I don't want to go the other way. I want to take the easy way. Ugh. Alright, well, hold on. Where's this goofball? Alright, fine. We'll go back down. We'll go the way the game wants us to go. Gotta be difficult. Question is, how do I get back up there? Show me where to go, game. Show me where to go. Not telling me where to go. Well, that's gonna make it that much more annoying. Guess we'll just have to... You know what? No. Screw it. I don't know why it's telling me to go that way. I'm just gonna go back to where we were. We're gonna go up to the surface, and I'm gonna fast travel. Why it wants me to use that, I don't know. I feel like it's pointing me in the wrong direction, though. Wait, I can't select something specific? Well, that's dumb. Oh, that's right. I'm carrying too much. Can't fast travel. All right, so where are we? We're here. We have to go there. We're facing the right direction. Got a little bit of a walk ahead of us, I guess. Carrying a lot. Great. Okay, so they do have another marker. The marker moved. So the game didn't need me to go the way that it wanted me to. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the butt though. Trying to walk all the way back with all this loot. I don't know why Vasco didn't follow me. He hasn't been following me almost at all. He was following me for a little bit. And then he just kind of stopped following me. Alright, hold on. Slow down. Let our O2 replenish. Hope we don't get lung damage. As long as we can get to our ship. We don't need to get to Sidonia necessarily. We need to get to our ship. Trying to boost as much as we can too will maximize our travel speed without using CO2. Using O2, gaining CO2. Then our ship's going to be closer to than Sidonia, so we'll actually be able to hopefully survive without getting lung damage. I need this to recover, though. I don't know why it keeps stopping. Weird. Gonna be all sorts of stressful and awful and crap, and then it just stops. All right. We made it. Oh, I'm losing health though. Yikes, didn't realize. Equip our handgun, please. Alright. Alright, calm down there, fella. Yeesh. Where? Vasco. He's not even here. Where is my big jolly robot? Sarah, where's Vasco? You look so bored. Hoping. There you are.
Captain.
Seems like you get lost a
item
lot.
exchange protocols.
Alright. Actually, at this point, you're close. We're close enough. I might as well just take everything. What's gonna happen if I'm just a little bit extra over encumbered?
Good day, Captain.
Yeah, I have him following me too. That's the annoying part. I can tell him to leave me alone. So he's definitely supposed to be following me. So why does he keep getting lost? I don't know. Let's go offload some of our equipment. Well, we'll pick through our equipment first and see if there's anything great we can kind of hang on to. Ah, big stretches. All right. So, what exactly does the mission thing say? Turn to the data Cambridge, change personal. Oh.
Notify us if you see anything.
So the other thing is still an option even after all of that. All right.
Take your time.
Yeah. All right. Take a peek at what kind of weapons we got. What did I find? Ooh. Fortunately, I don't plan on using melee weapons pretty much at all. Equinox. Said mag coachman. Gonna be better than what I've got? Probably. What do I have? Rather, where's my regular coach? Why is it not here?
And ask me.
Or is the extended... Oh, I'm an idiot.
Hey,
the extended mag
Sidonia
coachman
Trail.
is my coachman.
Cool.
I thought I picked up another one. Never mind. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. Yep, it has the heart next to it. I want to play that round with that gun just a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to sell my Maelstrom. I feel like the Lawgiver could probably pack a punch at a distance, which is what I really kind of want. Obviously, I need shotgun shells. What does this take? 50 caliber, 43 ultra mag. Oh, everything else I could sell. .12 gauge. Aceless. Spacesuits, what do we got? I'll probably hold on to that one just for the radiation. So I guess what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna end up needing... That one's really good against thermals and corrosive. That one's good against radiation. This one that I have on is really good against airborne. That one's also really good against radiation. So what's the difference between this one and this one? 10, 20, 0, 30, 15, 15, 0, 30. That one makes you look like a marshmallow, though. 37, 69, 53. Yeah, this one's a little bit better. Oh, he doesn't have any more credits. Alright, what kind of aid do you have that I can buy? Bitten sandwich. Salami and cheese sandwich, clearly delicious, as evident by the large bite taken out. $10 credits, by the way. It's a cubed apple. How do you eat that? Glass container full of delicious, nutritious breakfast cereal. I'm gonna take more of the... Oh, wait, this is my inventory. Oh, so maybe the bitten sandwich was me. In that case, who's buying this? I'm gonna actually look at what he's selling. Let me take some grenades, because they're always useful. Adacrone? Press addiction. Treats infections. Bandages. Buy another one of those. Canuck. Couterie. Pork, veal, beef, potato pie. Canned pie, probably. Made in Canada, probably. Kendra Pinot Noir. Sauvignon Blanc. CQBX, get stronger. Extra 25% melee. Corrections, benefits. Fiber, calcium, vitamin C, zinc. Zinc? I don't know what that says. Chloride, vitamin B. Oh no, that one does say zinc. I don't know what that other one says. And vitamin E. Good stuff. Drink pack, whiskey. The whiskey in a juice box. It's hilarious. Hippolyta? Improve your speechcraft today. Immobilizer treats dislocated limb fracture, skull, sprain, and torn muscle. Infantry Alpha. Increased damage range. Weapon accuracy. Pack. Never go wrong with having those. Pale ale. That looks awful. Red Harvest. Single malt whiskey. We got some scotch out here. Mars. Red Trench. Increase melee. Damage. Snake oil? Find toxin initially developed as a hangover. Like the other one, but Syntha chicken. 100% lab made. Huh. Why is he selling notes? That's interesting. Cereals, of course. Can't imagine he's gonna have anything in the way of spacesuits. Weapons. Nothing great. I think we're gonna look at that. Alright. Oh.
Sounds
I
like
gave him some credits so I could actually sell some more stuff. Oop. For the marshmallow suit. Alright, we got a lot of booster packs that I'm probably not gonna need. Keep that, I guess. It'll go nice with my pirate outfit. Constellation, of course, I'll keep. Deep Recon pack. That thing's insane. Very good against thermal and corrosive, though. And that one's really good overall. Wow. Increased oxygen capacity. 41 physical, 37 EM, 5 thermal, 5 corrosive. 20 corrosive. Versus these two? Keep that one. Basic booster pack. Alright, don't need that. See Marine balance pack. Airborne, radiation, corrosive, and that one's helmets. We got a lot of helmets. This is the one we picked up from that one. That one's really good for airborne stuff. Antiseptic, plus 25% airborne resistance, or 100% oxygen capacity. Probably not gonna need those. Calibrated navigator, plus 10 thermal, plus 20 corrosive. Not great physical or energy. That's the one we're wearing now. Great against airborne. That one's decent against radiation. Oh. Kinda neat. All around, but I don't want anything that just has like 10 points into everything. Yeah, alright, so that's better than that one's good for corrosive. That one's really good for airborne, which is actually what I've got now. So I can definitely grab that. I'll sell my UC Vanguard space helmet. That one's better for radiation anyway, so I can sell that one. Wait, is my Constellation suit geared towards radiation? No, never mind, just the helmet. Huh. We already went through the packs. Peril. Now we've got. That looks ridiculous. Don't need that, I'm not a doctor. That looks kind of neat. The, base undersuits and whatnot, I'm not really worried about overall. Just kind of whatever. All right.
Come back anytime.
That's all I can really sell him, though. I'm gonna wear that cool ass jacket, though. Yeah. All right. Let's go down and talk to the guy. Tell him we got his research. Boop. Oh, in terms of space helmet. Okay. Make sure we have that equipped. Hi.
You've got
your
slate.
thing.
Let me see.
You're welcome.
Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
I'm about to be. I can. Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. This is either gonna go really good or really bad. Hi.
Was there something else?
Yes. I have a business proposal for you. A lucrative one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Turn aqueous hematite into liquid credits with my new patented phenomenon.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
Well, the slate shows it's a cure for human weakness. Better workers today.
Sounds like it could be useful if the data backs up your claims. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers.
Not anymore. I took care of it. Ha ha ha. What if I told you to clear those mines out for the price of nothing?
Really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia.
I thought for sure we would have to go into
get their
persuading him,
hands
but
on.
nope, we just kind of push buttons.
We could contract out all the actual lab work. Bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials. The licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
I want you to clear Percival's debt.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee for the authority. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts.
You're welcome. Alright. Go back and talk to Lou now. Clear his debt. The fun way.
Yeah?
Took care of Percival's debt.
Did you now? Fine work.
You're welcome.
My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those drakes.
Did I?
Yeah. The passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Oh. Hi, Vasco. He's actually following me now. Hey, back upstairs. I've been in this elevator all up and down like crazy. Okay. Now we go find Mr. Percival. Question is, where exactly is he? I wonder why they actually have those there. Plastic hanging whatevers. Forget what they're actually called. Whoops. Wait, you want me to go? Wait, he was in there the entire time? Still carrying too much? What the heck am I carrying? Vasco.
Captain, hello.
I need you to be my
accept
backpack.
Any and all items.
At least he's willing. Actually, you know what? Probably just put the spacesuits on my ship, shouldn't I? That way I can kind of change them out as I need. Inventory? Oh. I thought you could manage ship's inventory from here. Oh, you know what it is? Go to ship. Cargo hold. There we go. Inventory. Store. Remember there was something a little... Oh, whoops. Need my helmet back. Might want that. And of course, I don't need any of these. Probably the main thing that's weighing me down right now. Resources. Ammo. Why do you have ammo on the ship? Take those. Aid? Why do I have all this here? Give me all my aid stuff. Resources. Weapons? When did I pick this up? Alright, well, hold on. That thing looks awesome. Oh, it has the exact same as everything. Oh, no, never mind. Slightly higher range, slightly higher accuracy, long barrel, laser sight, and reflex sight. Yeah. I won't play around with the lawgiver. Okay. I should be no longer encumbered as well. Yes. I'm about to be. Alright. Let's go. All the way back. Although there shouldn't be any more spacers. Alright, let's rock. How the heck was he here? How did we not find him? That's what I want to know. I feel like I'm still not in the middle. Why is this? I think I should go down just a little bit more as well. Hey! Yeah. Come on. Stay. There we go. Good boy. Good cat. Okay, where is this? No direct path. Oh boy. Means we're gonna be walking around a bit. So even if we came back here, we didn't have the key. Whatever that is. Whoa. Go down there. Oh no, you can't go down there. I imagine that just takes me down. Alright, let's rock. Oop. Oop. I wonder how useful this stuff actually is. Oh, wow. It wants me to go around that way, but I'm just gonna kinda... One boost. Woo! You're welcome.
I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Well, I've got a tissue sample I need analyzed. Full workup.
Tissue sample? You came all the way down here for that?
Yep.
Must be some damn important cells.
Yep.
You want to tell me what I'm about to be staring at?
Terramorph cells from a world too young to have one.
A fast-growing terramorph. That is concerning. Who exactly told you to bring this to me?
Hadrian Sanon.
Hadrian? She gave you this?
Yep.
If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Why is he all the way down here, though? And hiding and whatnot is what I want to know. Maybe we got a chance to talk. I feel like this place is set up perfectly for some kind of gunfight. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, there's nothing in there. Oop. Bullets.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right.
Heck of a lab.
Those cellular markers tagged. Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. The sun. It's Londinian.
No way. The Terramorph is from London?
Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
No, it's not a fake. I collected from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Nope. Not at all.
It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Okay. So, wait. You said the Londinian attacks were massive, right? Why is this one odd terramorph so scary?
Because until now, the terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
Well, orders to take you and the analysis to Hadrian. She should be waiting at the Sixth Circle.
The Circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take.
I think I got a box of whiskey for you.
Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined
With
to
the straw and
just ask
everything.
forgiveness. Let's get going.
All right. Ooh, artificial gravity. I don't like that. I want to poke around here just a little bit, though. Hope you don't mind. Ah. Equations. Oh, this is where we came in. Dartar. Weighs 4 and costs like 2,000 credits. Yeah. We'll take that. Look like there's actually much else around here. Pretty much just one big facility. Kinda cool though. Here. Oh, never mind, this is a break room. I don't know if this is supposed to mean anything. I wonder if picked up a synthetic hamburger. I wonder if in the Bethesda office they actually found somebody to make sciencey things look like science, or if somebody just kind of walked around and was like, hey, here's a piece of paper, draw something that looks sciencey. People just started scribbling. Perfect, we're gonna use that in the game. I think that'd be kind of funny. Offer to help Mitch Benjamin. I don't know who that is. Hadrian. Actually, there should be something I could do here. Offer to help this. I got no idea where I picked this up, or I don't know, maybe it was something from a guard who just kind of said something. Oh, knock this out of the way. We can go through those other constellation missions too and see if there's any missions here on Mars that we can take care of while we're out and about. Why did it change on me? It said to go downstairs, then I guess I'm going his way. Oh, unless he moved, I guess. Oh, post-drunk. Wait, why does it say...
It's not easy living in Sidonia.
Weird. Hi.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in?
Nope. Just dropped by because I heard you needed some help.
Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me?
Okay.
You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually...
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll go buy you your comic book. Or whatever it is. Not quite what I expected. Usually in these types of games, it's I've got a bandit problem. Or something stupid. This is exceptionally dumb, though. Wait. Wait. Where is this? Gagarian? Oh, it's over by Jemison. Yeah, alright. Well, we won't do that right now, but if we find ourselves in Jemison... Oh, that's what I said. I was gonna see... Alright, so I'll do that at some point. Gotta do that. So these, do we have anything here at Mars? Nope, that's the one I gotta talk to Sam Coe. Argos Extractors, operations on Vectera. Oh, that's Barrett. Look to Vladimir. Nara. Alright. So none of them... I guess we'll just continue with this mission.
Sixth Circle, unless you're a minor. Release. Don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
Oh, Sixth Circle's here. Well, I'm about to go to Sixth Circle, lady. Don't tell me what to do. And back.
Is that really her?
Oh, hi. Oh.
Adrian.
I don't know where you just manifested from.
My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
I'm wondering what this whole Sixth Circle is. Check. Get in here, Vasco.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
It was a bit. More gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian.
I know I realize is actually the kind of frustrating part about
Not
this
thrilled to
mission
be
was
the bearer of that kind of
is
news.
even if
That's
we
for damn
decided not to go
So tell me you've
with
got
the
some
drill and
kind
have a
of plan
gunfight,
for
we
that
still would have had to have gone there
Well,
anyways.
right now we've got more
in order to get
questions
to him.
than answers. So I've
It's
been
almost
trying
like there's
to
no
figure out
reason
what
to
it's
do
going to take to access
or to
our
not do it.
Terramorph data.
Because we just
Good
got a
place
clean
to
bonus
start.
off of
What'd
it.
you
too.
find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives. Doesn't that mean we be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
We're dealing with all of
I
the
didn't think the
things.
cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Okay. Sound like any run-of-the-mill... Wait, what is the Armistice Archives? What does it have to do with the Freestar Collective and House Faerun?
Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the Armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations.
Okay.
The UC, Freestar, and House Faerun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions.
Ah, okay.
And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Alright, well, doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. I'll take that explanation
Of
now.
course. You deserve the full story.
Please and thank you.
Percival and I, we're not just researchers.
Oh, I gathered that a long
We
time
were
ago.
military scientists. Ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Kinda learned
Place
about
I
that
was
last
hiding
time.
out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the Armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Alright, well. That doesn't explain what the Terramorph data is doing in the archives.
Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got
Kinda
off
figured.
the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Alright. Well, I guess let's go talk to the cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Perfect. That lines
Good
up with
luck.
the other
You two are gonna
quest. Alright. Wow, that was a lot. Hola, Roboto.
Please remain 2 meters away for your safety.
Wait. 2 meters is 6 feet. Is that referring to... Is that supposed to be a reference to the whole social distancing thing during the COVID pandemic? I never thought that they would put something like that in. That is a little bit funny. Oh god, the lawnmowers are back. Well, now they've got Weed Whacker. Nonetheless. Alright, Alpha Centauri. I'm glad I don't actually have to go into my ship in order to jump.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Here. All right. Just watching to see if my microphone peaks or not. With all the noise that's going on. So you can probably hear it as I'm talking, but
Everything in the green.
phone. You. Got a freaking notification on my phone, but okay. What? Wait, why did I land here? Excuse me. What is going on here? I landed in the Mass District. Why did it... Well, that was weird. Let me outside in some kind of freaking jungle. Alright. Now let's go where we're going. Thank you. Game. Ooh, frame drop there for a moment.
Over here.
Hola.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Oh.
But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So,
whatever.
In the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
Okay.
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Okay, then. Ve Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there.
Okay, well, you're... Oh! Okay, so that guy was actually her father. So she is a clone of her father? Not... daughter? Or... you were... no. Wait. Wait. Yes? Is that... do I got that right? Right? I think so. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say. Alright, well... anyways, you're not your father. The cabinet doesn't see that. It's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know.
No problem.
You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss?
I don't think so.
Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Actually, I have been curious about that. Your eyes, they're red. Is that a result of the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded
because the
by
other guy
recruits
had
who
that
worked
too.
some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place.
Huh.
It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Interesting. Alright, so what are the risks of us actually accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They are deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay, good to know. Any suggestions on what I should say to the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure.
Right.
There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Okay. I guess that is it.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Thanks. I'm gonna go talk to the cabinet now. I hope the cupboards will be joining us as too. Knock knock. Greetings, cabinet. I'm here to intimidate you all.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report.
Yes, I am.
You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
You're welcome. Adrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request.
Okay.
Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Well... Need the archival data to way to stop a possible Terramorph apocalypse.
That's quite the leap, Captain.
Yeah, well...
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon.
They are now.
They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge
That's
and
not what I thought
possibly
he meant.
upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon
I think
data?
it's more so the
I
data
don't think
that
it's enough.
we collected from the
Perhaps
attack.
you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
It was big, ugly, smelled bad, and made me jump. So yes, very alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yeah. Nice. Failed. Yeah, no, if the fear is the data being weaponized, the Terramorph program failed, the data's not dangerous.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
Yeah.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
Oh, what the hell is this? An incident has occurred.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
I'm gonna go see what's going on outside. Oh, nope, never mind.
Terramorphs. More attacks, just as predicted.
Well then.
There must be another
Not what I
explanation.
expected.
The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Rogan, the local
Just
barracks
just
can
going
provide
outside and
support.
start screaming, Terramorph! Let's see how that
The
goes.
Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got.
I'm a tool.
You too. We can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Yeah.
We're on it, ma'am. Cap. Let's get down there.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Oh, hi. You guys coming with, or? Beep. Let's rock. Oh, good, more Terramorph.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
That's it. Stop! Now hit him with everything. What are you doing? EM fire, Captain.
Ah! EM fire? No. They're attacking me. I'm just gonna put them down.
We are victorious.
Some security you are.
Help us!
I'm working on it. Jeez. I got a lot of red around here. Oh, we actually can't take the... Okay. Well, how do we get to where we need to go, then? I always forget I have to hold down the button. Because I can't go that way either, I guess. She said she wanted me on the next train there, but I can't. Oh. Hi.
Thank God you got here.
Yeah, what the hell happened back there, Captain? There's no excuse for using lethal force here.
Wait. Why? Pronounced thanks for saving my life very strangely.
This isn't a joke. We're preventing casualties. Now.
Oh, well, you know what? I don't want to be the bad guy here. Fine. I'll use whatever the fancy plastic gun is. Oh boy, I hope that doesn't go too far back. Okay, good.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! That's it! Now hit him with every...
Alright, well, what does this do then? I figured this was just another gun. Short scope, electromagnetic.
Thing you've got. Stop! We're trying to help you!
He's standing on top of him.
I am no longer detecting signs of life from the enemy. Enemy activity in the area has ceased.
Vasco just walloped him.
Thank you. The way those people were acting. I've seen this
Hmm.
before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us.
Pheromonic projection.
Hmm.
Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire.
Alright. Are you suggesting that Terramorphs can control someone's mind?
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior.
Oh.
The result of the
Fair enough.
projection, though, can vary wildly. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them.
Okay.
In those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing them.
Does this mean I need to worry about you turning on me?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing.
Oh.
But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible.
Oh, well, that's good.
So we'll just have to make sure to...
Alright, well, sounds like we need to hustle.
That's unlocked.
So, EM weapons, I assumed were more or less just like energy weapons, but I guess they're actually, you're non-lethal. Because I saw the extra little bar up top that fills up and they get knocked out, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I would ever want to use them. At least in a normal sense.
Enemy activity detected.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
Spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up.
Oh boy. I think doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, does it?
Captain, you're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now is not real. We have to put down that phone.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Here they come along the path to eliminate the beast.
Woo!
They're all around us. Fall back. Fall back.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Wait, officer. Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter.
There's more?
They said you've done this before. Well, one for our team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Oh boy. Oh, speak to the fire team. Yes, please. Can I get some extra guns? That'll be great. Oh, I was hoping to go above. Hi.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word.
You two have
yeah.
any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight.
We're not UC security.
Alright. Yeah, come on.
Roger that. We're on.
I want whatever that minigun type thing was that you've got, though. Stop laughing. Nothing's funny about this at all. Woo!
You left us. Why did you leave us?
Yeah, this thing's gonna need a bit of an upgrade before it actually does any real damage. Get up close and personal. Oh. At least this thing is not really being able to move or make much attacks. Keeps interrupting my damn... Alright, hold on. Carrying too much, so my CO2 is building up. You know, I thought the other Terramorph that we fought initially was way bigger than these ones. Whoa! That was a mistake, but I'll take it. I am on fire. I think he died. Or he's almost died. Oh, well, now they're both dead. Rose yell was a little ridiculous. Ah. Constant interrupt on my reload is frustrating. At least I'm getting crits galore.
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Yes, we shall. It's gonna be fun to clean up, isn't it? I hope it actually does kind of return to normal and whatnot. I know in past Bethesda games, some kind of major event happens, and there's still like remnants that just never get fixed. Kind of breaks the world a little bit.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. I guess our people once...
Well, sacrifice wasn't in vain. The city's safe now.
Few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you. The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Yay. Yeah, it's cool how the entire landscape has changed, though. Although I will never understand why, when something goes awry in a game, why they do the whole red sky with the embers everywhere. It's not like there's anything really on fire. I mean, there were the couple of the ships and whatnot in the spaceport, but to have it all red sky covered in embers like this, you would have to have, like, a forest fire. Like, I get, in terms of being a video game, it's for the theme, but realistically, it doesn't make much sense. Boop. Alright.
Terramorphs. Holy...
That's a relief to hear.
Hello.
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today.
You're welcome.
As well as an apology.
Thanks.
Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Better late than never, I suppose.
No, you two were in the right. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
I mean, you're sure that's the wisest course of action?
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
Yeah, sure. Guess so.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support.
Ooh.
Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
All right.
To prevent more attacks.
Who are you?
Understand?
There are so many different groups across the settled systems.
I'm gonna go check.
Okay, anyways.
These orders.
Hi.
A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Hi. I'm here to get what I require.
Make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar
Whatever you
Affairs.
just said.
I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard
That's a lot
you
of
were
words.
instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
Of course.
I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet.
Did I?
Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond.
Okay.
We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need, And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Kind of. They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colonial War. Colony
Someone
War.
paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally
I also
managed
just learned
by
about
the
that maybe
three
20 minutes ago.
intergalactic players. Access to the archives
Yeah.
is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC.
Yeah.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. Get them both, and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Well, you think they'd be clamoring for help after the spaceport
I
attack.
couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work now. I'll provide guidance on
I have to
how we
fix
believe they
that.
can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate.
Aw.
That doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with?
Oh boy, fine. Tell me about the ambassador of the Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Ratcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Okay, well, tell me about the other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land your...
You're right.
So, if you are going to try and access...
Okay.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Sure.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to...
Oh. A lot of money. Alright, well, tell me about Balmore of House
Ambassador
Faroon.
Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Faroon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Faroon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Okay. Well, I'm sure he could be reasoned with.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle.
Naturally.
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
Oh.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Alright, well, here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation, but I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the...
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while Be smart out there, Captain.
Well, this is annoyingly complex.
Yes?
That was a lot of information. Okay. Let's rock. Wonder if there are any stores open. The question is, where are the ambassadors? Are they on? Oh, wow. That
By the
things
way,
got
Captain,
returned to normal very quickly.
Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Okay, we'll worry about that later. Okay, so they are... Yeah. Again, keep forgetting I gotta hold it down. Why the Pre-Star Collective Archival Code? Wait, did it? I'll talk to Sergeant Yumi later. Wait, she suggested that I start with this person, but I can't actually start with somebody else? Kind of annoying, but I don't really get too much of a choice.
What? Oh.
Use a med pack. My very low health. Hi.
You our visitor? You'll find the ambassador.
You could call me something of a visitor.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference rooms.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am.
He's
I'll
wearing
make
a
sure it doesn't
tie
happen again.
over his waistcoat.
Excuse me.
Oh, never mind. It's just the angle. It's a two-tone color.
Sorry.
It looked weird
Everyone's a
from
little
that
on
angle.
edge after the attack.
Hi.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
No. I'm here on behalf of United Colonies. We need the Free Stock Collective's help.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about.
Yes, ma'am.
The eyewitness. She said you were at the
That's
spaceport.
putting it lightly.
You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives.
Oh, good. So you...
Now, she also
I
mentioned
think hero is more appropriate term there.
that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all.
Yeah.
I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero,
No.
to futilely beg on their behalf.
All right.
Tell me.
Well, now I just feel like putting a gun to your head. You heard correctly. We only need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous.
Well, can you be Radcliffe instead and say
I will not be the one
yes?
responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and your...
No, just listen to what I have to
Really
say,
gonna push
please.
this?
Yep.
All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince.
Sure. Just
I'm
hear me out.
listening.
Xeno Weapons Project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
Well, you were a soldier. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
Think twice how bad these attacks can be. I don't want to see a third.
And if the United Colonies abuses this terramorph data,
Oh.
I'm not gonna just trade one. Captain, I'm sorry, but my...
How about we try that again? Ahem.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they
Papa
still
squat.
can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I do now.
Ah, you're the one, Mac. You have my now, that now the use... I can only I was...
Skip
Let
through
me be
back to where we
frank.
were.
I will not be... You're really gonna push this? I'm listening.
Now, the one thing I didn't realize is basically you have to fill up that entire bar at the bottom, which I didn't know before, and that's why there's actually numbers here. And of course...
You know that for...
So, I wonder...
It's a job I take very seriously. It's...
Why did that work last time?
You think this is about a... Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is...
That's interesting. It worked last time, but not this time. You know what I should do? Real quick. Actually. Why not? Do I have... Or... I'm gonna say, I could either put some points into persuasion, or I wonder how much alcohol I have. I have something that increases my persuasion, maybe? Please? Supernova. Yep, I guess it's the only thing I've got. But it has such a good value. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Guests can make themselves comfortable.
I'm sorry. Ah, you're the one. You have my thing. Now, now the UC... I can only presume.
I'm curious if the colors change at all.
I will not be the one... You're really gonna push this? I'm listening.
Alright.
You know that preventing more...
Oh.
It's a job
What?
Captain, I'm
So even
sorry.
with that... Alright. Alright. So unfortunately, even with... I guess my persuasion is just far too low. I mean, I don't have any points into it. Maybe we'll have to think about that eventually.
Supposed to be in here.
Sounds like it was a real mess.
I'm sorry.
So what I'm gonna do, I guess,
you're
I'll
the
just
one.
kind of mash
You
through it
have my-
again, just for the sake
Now,
of having it.
But now the use... I can only...
And then we'll say, you know, if there's anything else that we can do.
Let me be frank, Captain. I will not be the
Yeah.
one. You're really gonna push this?
Yes, I am.
I'm listening. You know that? I suppose you're right. It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly.
Okay, so all of that went through, so I guess...
Oh, I understand precisely what... Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is
Man,
not
I actually
changing.
made it all the way through.
The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Did I not make myself abundantly clear?
Fine. Are you serious? You're just gonna let the attack of your city? You're really not gonna help us?
No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already.
You're out of your
Tooth
mind.
and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective. But my aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone...
Oh. What if I told you Terramorts couldn't be weaponized? Would you change your
my
mind?
answer. Now, please take... I guess you will. Feel free...
Alright. Well. Who are you?
That woman is an absolute...
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right?
Yes.
You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
You're welcome. Alright, well, you did get lucky. It was a war zone down there.
Then you have my earnest thanks. But look, they said you were coming here on official business.
Mm-hmm.
The ambassador likes to handle all that personally.
Well...
Even if he does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so...
Well, I just did, and, well, you're aware of your skills, Mr. Long. That's why the UC sent me to speak with you.
You were sent for me?
Yes.
Huh. Maybe...
Huh. I mean, obviously lied through my teeth there, but I guess let's see where it gets us. Hi.
So you want me to work with you?
Your file clearly states you're a top-notch diplomat. The UC wants the best working for them.
And what exactly would I be doing for the...
Well, you need to get me the ambassador's archival access code.
Okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her.
Alright, well, I need to get access to her quarters without being seen.
Quarters. Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing...
You know what? I gotta go clear some real quick. I got 1,000 credits. No, he's not gonna take that. The diplomatic office will bring you in as an operative. Put your real talents to use.
Okay.
Liz will bite us in the ass.
You've got yourself
Sure.
a deal. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads into the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, I'll keep an ear out.
A gullible little boy, isn't he? This thing. Am I allowed in here? Probably not. I just kind of walked up right behind him, too.
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Are you alright, Ambassador? It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. Should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a C, right? But what if? What if one opened up? Tobias's heart. In what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Well, throwing your stuff off the table. Yeah. Oh. Break your glass, too. Please. Yeah. That'll show her. Oh, well, this isn't where I'm supposed to be at all. Good thing there's not really any guards around here.
Did I not make myself abundant?
Yeah, well, I know your plan to replace someone on the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, there's evidence. I imagine bad things would happen if your boss is found out.
No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd
Mm-hmm.
be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can...
Fine, but I want you to beg me to not turn you in.
You're joking, right?
Here, I can get you started. Pretty please, don't tell my bosses I was planning to double-cross them.
Okay. Please. Pretty please. Don't tell my superiors I was thinking about double-crossing them. It was just talk. Nothing more. And I know you, my dear, dear friend, wouldn't let anything like that get in the way of the two of us and our factions working together. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy.
Oh, that's
to the whole
fantastic.
proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs, and all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
Alright. That plus my negotiation fee seems like it should all work out just great.
What on earth are you... Ah, yes. How could I forget? Here, the fee. Now let's go get your code piece so you can be on your way.
Your spinal health will be compromised by carrying so many items.
7,000 credits. That was awesome. She seems so annoyed. Blackmail is one hell of a drug.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Code generator's just this way. It is reassuring to know there are still some people in this universe you can trust. Here you go.
Hey.
I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
Thanks. You're just a doll, ain't you? I appreciate you working with me on such... No, I don't know what I was gonna say. That was great. All it takes is a little bit of dirt. Ow. Excuse me. Now we just need to go find the other guy. I climb this tree? I can climb the tree. Oh, it's the roof. I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. Come on. Yeah, alright. Faerun Embassy. Alright, let's go see if our guy's alive, I guess. And in case he is, we can always make him unalive. Boop. That beep is so satisfying. Hello? What happened here? Oh yeah, she did say something about automated security and whatnot. Who put these mannequins all over the place? Not cool, man. Well, as long as they don't move. Well, not very great turrets, are they? Hi. Woo! Who's shooting at me now? Oh, what the hell? Sorry, they're back again with the leaf blowers this time. There ain't any leaves on the ground, so I don't know what they're blowing. Oh god. Yikes. If I wanted to fight robots, I'd go play Atomic Heart. But specifically, fight robots in spooky locations. Curious what the hell's going on here, though. Certainly explains why he hasn't been seen in a while. Let's hope we can unlock this without getting interrupted. I actually don't know if it pauses the world around you or not. Can't imagine that one works. Doesn't look like that one works. This one might. Yep, that fits there. Oh. Wonder if that one actually might need to be rotated a little bit. We do that? Yep. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Yeah, let's see if we can shut down whatever security this is. Oh boy, yeah, that's not gonna do anything for me. That's not gonna do anything either. Oh, wait, that one and that one? Yep. Wait, which one was it? That one? Yep. Perfect. What's in here? Oh. update friend foe settings. Yep. Recalibrate. Cool. That should work.
I am uncertain why you believed
Canuck
conflict
bacon.
with us was advisable.
The bacon vending machine. Okay.
It seems the enemy has.
Alright. I guess now we have... Hopefully there's one last intercom. And we disabled the security. Target, not us. How the heck do we get downstairs? Down the stairs. Guardians? You know what? I'm curious. Fighting robots with bullets right now. Being that I actually have... Oh, I did pick up the micro gun. I'm curious if energy weapons actually do more against robots. Or if this is purely, like, non-lethal. Oh no, it just incapacitates them. So why would I ever actually want to use this? It doesn't actually do damage. I don't know if I get extra damage out of it. I don't know. EM weapons don't really seem useful. Why incapacitate something when I can just kill it?
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Man, you better be willing after I just saved you.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty?
Did she say that this guy hasn't been seen in years?
What is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
The spaceport's in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
now,
that would be good.
It cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune
no.
moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information.
Yes, please.
On terror morphs, presumably.
Correct. We're going to use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives.
Yes, it will.
Well, then I shall not fear.
No, you shall not.
Please.
You should fear whatever you've got going on here, though. Maybe get that under control. You know, hire a gardener. It's in your fridge. Okay.
Let's hope it still works.
Yeah, nothing good.
I do not understand your attachment to all these objects.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't understand. Thanks. Alright, do I have an easy way out of here? Or do I have to walk all the way back up through the mess? Maybe if I turn on the power, I have an elevator now? Be good? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Gotta go walk all the way back through the mess. Oh. Did I not change the parameters on the security? Why are they shooting at me?
It is unwise to remain hostile towards us.
Alright. Get out of here, return to them with the codes. Hopefully we can come back here later and like things are cleaned up. That'd be kind of neat. Something actually is done and it's not just permanently in the awful state that it is. I also hope that we actually can do something regarding the one lady's double crossing, because that'd be kind of neat. If we can end up being like, yeah, no, we won't say anything, and then completely turn our back against her. But I definitely, at least from all what we've heard and what we know about all the other factions, I definitely have the UC's best interests in mind, rather than the other two. Why am I still getting terrifying music?
Keeping the skies safe out there?
No, not really. Keeping space safe. Keeping planets safe.
Hey.
Hi. All right.
Captain, I just received a couple messages from an operative in the embassy office. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe and Balmore. Was he alive? Did they both actually agree?
Well, code pieces from House Varun and Freestar collected and ready to be deployed.
That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this up. Regardless, superlative work, Captain.
Thanks.
And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter.
Okay.
Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across. Absolute best behavior down there.
Best behavior. Understood. Means use a little gun. All right. Excuse me.
Captain, can I help you?
No. Well, yes, I suppose. You could stop talking to me every time I walk by you. Ugh. Yeah, gonna need to hit the commercial district, I think. Once we're all done here. Go offload all my crap.
At the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with the flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical: cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome. Interesting. Hi.
Captain,
Whoa.
we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Rules? Oh, hi.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door.
Okay.
Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Why do you have to have them all over the room, though? I wonder. Seems like a bit of an excessive and unnecessary.
It is foolish to carry so many items on your own.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice. Oh, I was gonna close the door on him. Beep. People. Always judging me. Float across the way. Oh, hold on. Our CO2 is getting bad again. I will still never understand why that is the thing that they decided to go with. Like, it would make sense if they gave you like if they used it as a normal stamina bar, but having you actually take damage, I think it's kind of silly. I think they should have had it
here on Vanguard Business,
where you simply. The CO2 makes sense with stuff in space, but if I'm on the ground, there's no CO2 to intake. So if they had the bar like deplete and then like that's it, you just stop running, that would make so much more sense.
Captain, surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. To make it clear, we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Here you go.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
All right. Here you go.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Okay.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Back to Mars. All right. Pick up that kid's comic book before I leave. See if there's anything else I gotta do around here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to take care of as many side quests as I possibly can before we continue with the main story. As I said at the beginning of our whole playthrough,
Keep it moving.
we're gonna take things kind of slow. Kind of go at our own pace. I like to explore and really go in depth. This whole quest line, though, with the Vanguard has been super cool. It's not at all what I expected. I expected some kind of typical military kind of crap, but this whole thing is blown up, and it's been a really cool quest line. Oh. L. Looks like when you view World of Minecraft when you're on top of a mountain. You know what we have to do, right, chat? Gotta do? Yeah! I survived in knee-high water. I love how it's just like, now go back. That was cool. Maybe we'll fly.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version.
Oh.
Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then,
Sure,
Captain,
whatever.
I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen.
Yay!
Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out
They're
in the
just
plaza
throwing
while
money
you're
at me.
approved to purchase property. Now,
We
the
get
other
property
item we
in this
needed to
game?
discuss.
I thought it
This
was just
member
the
of
ships in the
UC has
outpost.
asked
We actually get a
to
house?
But this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this. But we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
Okay.
So I need your agreement that
I mean,
everything
we're
you're
becoming
about to
very
see
important in the
is
world.
kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Yeah, sure.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Alright, hold on. I have another experiment. I want to see exactly how far I can fly. Should we pick a building? What do we think I can land on? Think I can land on that one? Yeah, probably not. I'd probably have to charge my booster a lot more. The fact that you can do that, though, is so cool. Made it. There was somebody standing there, I just saw. Oh, weird. Make your way to the elevator, she says. Will do, madam. Boing. Although I am kind of in a very not good place right now. So I'll go ahead and reload. I'll just take the elevator. Can you imagine that, though, if you were in her position? Just take the elevator, go all the way down. Yeet! Just backflip off the tower. That would be funny. To me, I think. I've seen something kind of similar to that. Where, what was it? A few months ago. Saw a video. This guy was skydiving. And, you know, deployed his chute. Ended up landing on the roof of some building. Security came up to come get him. He just took his parachute and he's just, and they were like, yeah, come on, come with us. And he's like, yeah, no. He just jumps off the building.
Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Welcome, Captain.
Hi.
Come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Why do we have to do it through glass and intercom?
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other.
Is this who I think it is?
Lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
A guy who couldn't afford a place with a view, clearly.
No, I suppose not. I'm Francois Sanon.
Yep.
But most know me as Victus.
That kind of made sense. I just couldn't remember his name.
One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Definitely one of the chattier ghosts I've met, except about what you actually want.
I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Yeah, she's told me she's your clone.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her.
Well, we also have different circumstances kind of going on.
A challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Alright. I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Everyone's got a hook. Alright, go on.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research.
Alright.
Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to the UC?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all.
I didn't realize it's been that long.
Blow up his ship and be done with it.
Alright, why have me do this? Why not hand this over to more members of this recovery team?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps, down the line, you might become a part of our team.
Aha.
This might be something of a tryout.
Alright, well, consider him dust.
Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den.
Wolf Station and the Den.
One Captain Marquez.
Okay.
Should be able to help you find our man.
Oh boy. Oh wait, yeah. This is... It's always something. One thing after the next. Never as simple as just do the thing, talk to the person, do the thing. It is go to the person, talk to the person, do their thing, come back to that person, talk to that person, go back to the other person you were supposed to. Continue doing the thing. It's all over the place. It looks like I could go talk to the deputy, so I guess I'll talk to her first and see what happens. Hi.
Captain, did your meeting go well?
Here's an executed war criminal in your basement.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it to myself.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about...
What we were just discussing, the prisoner asked me to deal with a Dr. Orles.
Dr. Reginald Orles? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orles is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC.
Alright. Location of Hadrian's old research team members.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive.
I mean, we'll try.
Was there anything else you wanted?
Nope, nothing else.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
Bye. Yeah, no, trying to bring in someone like that alive would be detrimental. Killing him is just kind of like... It helps. That's about it. I'm not sure how much longer I want to go here, though, is the thing.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Yeah. You know what? I think considering the time of where we are, I think that is a really good stopping point.